Hello, it is August 13th and it is 9:01 p.m. So right now, obviously Junaid had to call the kids and advertise for himself for all the girls that might be watching me right now at my house a little while ago around 8 p.m. This behavior has been going on for a very long time. Today is August 13th, and today, Ibrahim the Greedy Framer, the spokesperson, got brutally rejected by one of the girls that were coming after me, and Ibrahim the Greedy Framer spokesperson was running after her. Obviously, Junaid tried to advertise himself for these girls around 8 p.m. tonight for as long as he could before getting the hint of me being anywhere near there and then quickly hanging up. The reason he had to do this was due to the fact that he can't pretend to be hating me in front of me while in court he has to pretend like I'm a bad person, whereas in front of me he can't even pretend to be like that due to the fact that if he pretends to be like that in front of me, then obviously my sister or people would ask him like, oh, why are you like this? And the answer is very clear and simple. Junaid is extremely envious of the fact that these girls like me and they do not like him, and I could prove it to you beyond a reasonable doubt right now while you're watching this video. And the biggest evidence of this is the fact that just 3 days ago on the morning of August the 11th at 12:18 p.m., he's begging me to help him scam these girls by this Together advert. Two people are working together, and yet on August 11th, in the evening time, he gets rejected by one of the girls that were coming after me again, due to which Junaid calls law enforcement in a fit of anger, and he says that I should be murdered, and he was planning my murder with law enforcement. So now what the thing is, today is August the 13th, and one of these clowns, Ibrahim the Greedy Framer spokesperson, today on August the 13th, got rejected by one of the girls that were running after me very brutally. Ibrahim the Greedy Framer spokesperson, the drug addicted sex addict, or maybe it was Junaid, they got rejected by these girls very brutally today, August the 13th. One of these people, either it was Ibrahim or it was Junaid, just today, August the 13th. So Junaid had to call in front of me while I was at home to try to advertise himself for these girls that might be watching around 8 p.m. on the night of August the 13th. We know this for a fact that Junaid does this due to the fact that on July 10th, Junaid took instructions from law enforcement to come out on the exact moment behind and in front of my car cameras to pretend like he was walking, so that the girls that might be looking at me would be able to see Junaid and he could advertise himself for these girls. So right now, tonight on August 13th, at around 8 p.m., Junaid had to call his kids in front of me and try to pretend to be Mr. Nice Guy for almost an hour. I think it was either Junaid or it was Ibrahim, the Greedy Framer spokesperson, who got rejected by these girls very brutally today on August 13th. Very brutally. I could see the rage in these people's eyes. It was very brutal today. It was terrible today for August the 13th. So Junaid, obviously being a sex addict that he is, found out the right time for him to call so that he could advertise himself for these girls by trying to act like Mr. Nice Guy in front of his kids. So basically, this isn't the only thing. The thing on July 10th, when Junaid takes the exact instructions from law enforcement for the exact time he has to come out in front of my car cameras to advertise for these girls, was not the only time he's done this. They've done some other things, like the fact that when I would be watching TV, I wear my glasses, or when I'm driving, I wear my glasses. But I guess when I'm watching TV, these girls that law enforcement's been trying to scam by telling them about my brain savant must be looking at me, due to the fact that now what ended up happening afterwards was Junaid he basically what happened was law enforcement decided as a group effort for everyone to wear glasses to try to mimic me, and the right next day I go to see I go to CVS and I see someone named Christian working in the front wearing glasses who never wore it before, and that very day Junaid started wearing it 24/7. Not only that, he started wearing a black sweater instead of a blue one that I used to wear. He also claimed to be autistic, and he claimed that he was obsessed with being a knight. Not every autistic person is obsessed with the same exact thing, but if you ask someone from my high school, including Anderson, she would tell you that they used to call me the History Channel in high school, and I've been obsessed with history and knights since I could ever remember in my life. Even when I was a loser, I used to be obsessed with it. So right now, it's just, the fact of the matter is someone's been very brutally rejected today, August the 13th. It was either Junaid or it was Ibrahim, the greedy farmer spokesperson, the drug addicted sex addict. And Junaid decided to call today at around 8 p.m. to advertise himself for these girls with his kids. Now, obviously, Junaid is not going to say hi to me or pretend to be nice to me because he is claiming in court that I'm a very bad person whose brain savant should get locked up. So if he's forced to say hi to me, then obviously it would be extreme envy. But we already know that it's extreme envy due to the fact that on August the 11th at 12:18 p.m., he's already been caught being nice to me by begging me to help him scam these girls. And that same day, August the 11th, only 2 days ago at nighttime, around evening time, he gets rejected by the girls. Again, he gets really angry that I'm not willing to scam these girls. It could be that I already have someone, that could be it. And and he gets so angry about this fact that he calls law enforcement and he says that he wants to murder me because of his rejection. So today is August the 13th. One of these two, either Ibrahim the greedy farmer spokesperson or Junaid, got rejected by these girls very brutally, due to which they look really angry and pissed off today, and Junaid had to call around 8 p.m. to try to advertise himself in front of all these girls by speaking to his kids for like almost an hour. And as soon as I was about to get near there, he didn't want to pretend to be nice around me, or maybe he was embarrassed at being so badly humiliated today that he quickly had to try to hang up. But we already have him caught trying to be nice to me and trying to suck up to me only from 2 days ago at 12:18 p.m. of him begging me to go scam these girls by the Together ad. But one thing I can guarantee the girls is, if you ever do sleep with me, you won't get anything out of it, because I will not marry you. I already have someone. So if I tell you that I'm going to marry you, just know that I'm lying. I'm not going to, and these girls will not get anything out of it. It would be incredibly stupid to do so. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. Maybe I already have someone. But the fact of the matter is, the way that Junaid is behaving shows very addictive behavior patterns and shows extreme envy, especially from the fact that on the afternoon of July 11th, he was begging me to go scam these girls with the Together ad, and I refused, as I always do. And by evening time, he was calling law enforcement and saying that I should be murdered because of it. He tries to play Mr. Nice Guy, but the thing about it is, after he gets rejected for a couple of times, his entire personality changes again. So except for wearing glasses, he also changed his voice so that he would be talking like, "Hey, how are you?" sort of thing. It was just due to the fact that he wanted to be as cute and autistic as possible, even though, changing your voice doesn't have anything to do with autism. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of things don't. Like looking down when you're walking doesn't either. That was just something that they made up on their own. So this is just August the 9th, and it was 12:09 p.m. I obviously rejected that day as well, and they were threatening to break my windshield again. The only difference is 2 days later, on August the 11th, they weren't threatening in the evening anymore, though, due to the fact that they realized that threatening is not going to help them out. I already know that they cannot break my car, and there might be some sort of a reason why I'm not going to do this. And I'll tell you what the reason is. I already have someone in mind. And yeah, loyalties matter. So basically, yeah, the fact of the matter is, and he's been begging all day, night long, August 9th. Even after threatening, he was begging me to work together with him to go scam these girls. And obviously, as soon as I saw this ad, I told law enforcement right away that this is definitely not going to happen. And I sure do hope none of these girls talk to him at all. He's a complete and total loser, liar, and a scam artist. He's been lying about himself since day one. He literally does the exact same thing my sister does, earns the same amount of money. The only difference is he literally loses his job every single year due to getting into fights at work every single day, which is why he now has to work literally with my sister herself. He was scamming these girls by telling them that he was a CEO, apart from telling them that he was also autistic and all these lies about himself, only to for someone from the government basically going over and telling these girls that he was lying about everything about himself, due to which he went into a state of panic, and he called the girls and told them himself. He was like, I'm not the CEO of anything. I get the pay I do the same job and get paid the exact same amount as my sister does. The only difference is he loses his job every single year and he gets into fight at work every single day. He tries to get an early retirement every year, and that this year, 2026, is literally a confirmed case of an early retirement. My sister told me that he's trying to go get a restaurant or something like that. I'm not sure, like open up a restaurant or something. But anyways, yeah. That's his history. And he was trying to scam these girls. What they didn't know was at the time when they all advertised together to start wearing glasses together, even if they didn't wear any, they were zero power. At that time, the thing that had happened was they did it in a group effort, even advertised on the web pages that everyone has to start doing this to try to copy me, even though I only wear it when I watch TV and I'm driving. And this is like incredibly stupid thing to do, to make fun of themselves like this. When in fact the girls only like me due to the monetary potential that my brain savant has been marked with. And the other thing is, it's incredibly hilarious what's going on. And yes, today again, August the 13th, Junaid or Ibrahim, one of these two have been rejected very brutally today on August the 13th, very badly, due to which they look incredibly humiliated today, August the 13th. So I just had to put that through for everyone and let everyone know about that. He's been advertising himself around me again. It's incredibly annoying, but yeah, that's what's going on, and that's what sex addiction does to you.